If you are watching this video, you have probably been assigned ethics duties for the first time. So, welcome to the Executive Branch Ethics community. In this video, we will answer some fundamental questions about the Executive Branch Ethics program. We will discuss what is the goal of the ethics program, who has responsibilities within the Executive Branch Ethics program, what are the primary functions of ethics officials within the ethics program, and what are the rules establishing the ethics program. We will also share with you some next steps in your professional development as a new ethics official. So, let's get started. If you are new to government ethics, you might wonder, why do we have a government ethics program, and what is it meant to accomplish? The short answer is, it is intended to prevent conflicts of interest. Or, to put it another way, to ensure that government decisions are motivated by the public interest and are not improperly influenced by private financial and other interests. So, we as a program are trying to ensure that private financial holdings, like stocks and bonds, outside jobs, gifts, and family businesses or employment, are not motivating government decisions. We are trying to ensure that those decisions are solely motivated by the public good. So who are the government officials who have obligations to the Executive Branch Ethics Program? The answer: virtually anyone who works for the federal government. OGE regulations specify responsibilities for many groups of federal employees and officials. Those named specifically in OGE regulations include all employees, supervisors, agency ethics officials, human resources officials, inspectors general, agency heads, and of course, the U.S. Office of Government Ethics. If you're watching this video, you are probably a new ethics official, and you are also probably wondering what your responsibilities might look like within your agency's ethics program. So, what are the primary responsibilities of ethics officials in the program? Well, you can think of the program in 3 phases. First, we must make employees aware of the rules to which they are subject. We could call this phase education and communication. Second, we have to help employees follow the rules when actual and potential risks arise. We can call this phase advice and counsel. An important subset of this phase, with which you may already have some familiarity, is the financial disclosure system. Through public and confidential financial disclosure, agencies are given periodic ability to help identify and prevent conflicts of interest. This is an extremely important part of the advice and counsel phase. The final phase, which is primarily the responsibility of our colleagues in the Inspectors General offices and the Department of Justice, is the enforcement phase. In the unfortunate instance that a federal official violates the rules intended to protect the public trust, we must have mechanisms to correct those violations and help ensure they don't recur. Ethics officials are sometimes called upon to provide technical support or information to assist in this phase. So, generally, ethics officials are responsible for helping employees understand the ethics rules to which they are subject, to help them apply those rules in the real world through advice on circumstances and financial disclosure review, and finally to help, where necessary, the officials who enforce the ethics laws and regulations. You are probably wondering if there is a law or policy that establishes and directs agency ethics programs. Or, are there rules that provide uniformity of ethics programs across the executive branch? There are. The first is the Ethics in Government Act. It is a law passed and signed in 1978, establishing the U.S. Office of Government Ethics and the financial disclosure systems we know today. It forms the legal foundation of the Executive Branch Ethics program. OGE, using the authority granted in the Ethics in Government Act, has created and periodically updated regulations further guiding agency ethics programs. The rules establishing agency ethics programs and responsibilities can be found at 5 CFR 2638. And the rules implementing financial disclosure requirements can be found at 5 CFR 2634. If citations for laws and regulations are new to you, we strongly encourage you to watch the Quick Start Guide, Introduction to Ethics Legal Geography. Now that we have some idea of the purpose, the players, the functions, and the authorities that comprise the Executive Branch Ethics Program, how can we learn more and access resources to help us implement effective programs in our agencies? Let's take a look at available resources first. On OGE's website, oge.gov, if you navigate to Resources for Ethics Officials, you will find a collection of resources called Managing Effective Ethics Programs. This is your virtual desk manual for learning how to implement and manage an ethics program. You will see information about the 3 phases we discussed earlier: raising awareness, advice and counseling, including financial disclosure review and resolving conflicts of interest, and ethics enforcement. You can also find more information about ethics program mission, authority, and key players, ethical leadership and culture, election readiness, OGE oversight and ethics programs, OGE support, your own professional development as ethics officials, and managing ethics records, forms, and legal expense funds. This area of OGE's website is specifically designed to help all ethics officials, regardless of tenure, learn how to operate compliant, effective, and efficient ethics programs. Now, you should have a basic understanding of an executive branch ethics program and its constituent parts. So how can you learn more about the laws, regulations, and practices that will help make you an effective ethics official? Also on this tab, you can navigate to the Institute for Ethics in Government. Here you'll find a large collection of on-demand and live learning opportunities to help you build your knowledge, skills, and abilities. You will also find the Legal Research Collection, where you can conduct research into laws, regulations, OGE guidance, and other documents that help you understand the ethics program. Below, we have provided some links to good next steps in your professional development journey. We hope they'll help you get started. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome to the Executive Branch Ethics community, and best wishes as you embark on your ethics professional development journey.